Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. And today's topic of discussion, data interpretation. In data interpretation, now we'll focus on tables in this session. Here we will deal with the questions based on the PO level as well as a clerical in a preliminary examination. Dear students, in PO cadre, if you observe the PO office cadre, the weightage for this data interpretation in preliminary examination, it is a 10 to 15 questions. We can expect 10 to 15 questions out of the total number of questions. Whereas in clerical cadre, we can expect minimum 5 and maximum 10 questions. So this is the weightage of the data interpretation in PO as well as in clerical cadre. These are one of the important topics in the competitive examinations. Now, before going to start our session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Time for Bank Exams. Also, click on the bell icon so that you will get notifications of all the videos that are uploaded on this channel. Okay, let's begin our session. Note, the questions note is given here. Questions marked with the double star mark are the models that are appeared in various bank exams in recent years. The questions which are marked with the double star are the models appeared in the recent bank exams. Right, look at this example here. This is a set which is appeared in the recent bank examinations. So directions given here, study the following table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The table shows the number of articles of 5 types sold by 5 shopkeepers on 5 different days of a week. 5 days in a week. So what is that? The number of articles. The number of articles sold. Okay. Now the day here, if you observe, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. 5 days given here. P, Q, R, A, S, T and U types of articles are given. By using this information, now we need to answer the questions that follows. Okay. Look at the first question on your screen. What is the ratio of number of type Q articles sold by shopkeeper on Monday and Friday? Q articles on Monday and Friday. This is the Q Monday, that is 30, and Friday, that is 45. So Monday and Friday. So I will write here Monday and Friday. These are 2 days. Now what to find? Q article Q. How many sold here? 30 plus 45. Sum of these two is equal to 75. 75. Similarly, just look at the next part. Together to the number of type U articles sold by him on the same days. U articles on the same days. U articles on the same days means now it is a 25 and here it is a 35. 25 and 35. What is the sum of these two? The sum of these two is equal to 60. So that is U. Now here he is asking to find out the ratio. Ratio of the number of. The ratio means just simplify this. Dividing with 15. 15 it goes exactly 5 times here. Whereas in this 4 times. The ratio it is 5:4. Now what is the right choice? Option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Choice number 3. Okay. So what to find here? The ratio to be find the total number of articles sold on Monday and Friday by the shop Q and U. Okay. Now look at the next example on your screen. What is the average number of articles of type T sold by the shopkeeper in a day? So here is asking to find out the average. What do you mean by average? Average means sum of the observations by number of observations. Average means sum of the observations by number of observations. So average to be found by the type T. So type T means this is the type T. Now what is the sum of all these values? Sum of all these values means, dear student, if you observe these two values, it is 80. 35 plus 45, 80. And sum of these two is also 80. 80 plus 80, 160. 160 plus 35, that is 195. So 195 upon 5. Simplify this. So what is the result? It is a 39. 39, the right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Okay. Am I clear? Now look at the next example on the screen. By what percentage is the total number of articles sold by type R and S sold together on Monday more or less than the number of articles of the type Q and T sold together on Thursday? So here we need to find out the percentage. Okay. What is the first point here? R and S sold together on Monday. Monday, this is the Monday value. R and S. R is equal to how much? 40 and S is equal to 50. So R plus S. So how much is the value of R plus S? R plus S is equal to 40 plus 50, that is 90. R plus S, that is 40 plus 50, 90 on Monday. It is on Monday. Okay. What is the next part? Now, more or less than. It is more or less than. More or less than the number of articles sold. Articles of type Q and T sold. Q and T. Q and T sold together on Thursday. Thursday means this is the value. Q and T we need to find out. The value of Q 40 and T it is 35. 40 and 35. Sum of these two is equal to 75. Yes, just observe. More or less percent. So 90 and 75. 90 is more. So more means more percentage to be found. Percentage more. Percentage more means difference by smaller value into 100. How much is the difference of these two? 15. What is the smaller? 75. Percentage means into 100. Simplify. 15 it goes exactly 5 times. In 75, 1 by 5. 1 by 5 means 20%. So what is the percentage of more? It is a 20%. So right choice, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Okay. So choice number 1. First choice is the right answer. Right. Look at the next question on your screen. What is the difference between the total number of articles sold by the shopkeeper on Friday and the total number of articles sold by the shopkeeper on Wednesday? Okay. So what to find here? Difference between. Difference we need to find out. So difference between the total number of articles sold by the shopkeeper on Friday. Friday, this is the value of Friday. First to find out the value of Friday. And then total number of articles sold on Wednesday. First to find the total number here. So what is the sum of all these values? Now just observe 45 plus 35. It is 80. And 50 plus 30. It is also 80. 80 plus 80. That is 160. Then what is the next? 160 plus 65. Sum of these two is equal to 65. So the total number is 225. Okay. The Friday total number of articles sold, that is 225. Then what to find here? On Wednesday. On Wednesday means this is the value on Wednesday. Just observe the value on Wednesday. How much is the value? Find out. Here 45 and 35. It is how much? It is 80. Then what is the next here? Now 80 plus 70, 150, 150 plus 45, that is 195. Yes, my dear students, here the total is 125 The other one is 195. How much is the difference of these two? What is the difference? Just we need to find out the difference between the total number of articles sold on these 2 days. The difference of these two is 30. The difference is 30. So what is the right choice? Option number 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Okay. Now let's look at the next example. If the number of type V articles sold by the shopkeeper in the given 5 days is 20% more than the number of type U articles sold in all the given days, then find the total number of type V articles sold in all the given days. Yes, my dear students, V articles, number of articles sold, that we need to find out. So what is the relation here? Number of V articles, article type V sold here 20% more than type U. 20% more means when U is 100%, V is equal to 120% of it. 120% means 120 by 100. 120 by 100 means 6 by 5. 6 by 5, 120 by 100, that is 6 by 5. Now just to find out the U, what is the total number of articles sold? What is the number of articles sold in that week? So just to find out the value of U, how much is the value of U here? Just add, simplify this. So 35 plus 45, yes, it is 80. And sum of these two is also 80. 80 plus 80, 160. 160 plus 25. 160 plus 25, 185. Find out the value of 185 into 6 by 5. So just to simplify this, now unsolving this, what is the cancellation? So it goes how many times here? 5 3 times and 7 times. 5 3 times 15, 7 times 35. Just observe the number. So the number here, it is 222. So what is the answer? Option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. So 6 into 30, 6 into 30, that is 180, 6 into 7, 42. So 180, 6 into 30, 180, 180 plus 42, the result is 222. So right choice, option number 5. Now look at the next set of questions. Here directions are given. Study the given table carefully and answer the questions that follow it. The table shows the total number of 3G and 4G SIM cards. 3G and 4G SIM cards sold by 6 different mobile stores with their respective share ratio and the percentage of deactivated 4G SIM cards out of the 4G SIM cards sold. Yes, my dear students, please look at the table given here. Mobile stores, PQRST, and total number of SIM cards sold. And here ratio of the 3G SIM cards with respect to 4G SIM cards sold and percentage of deactivated 4G SIM cards out of the total number of SIM cards sold. Okay. Dear students, if you observe this carefully, here how many 3G SIM cards and how many 4G SIM cards from the stores P? Just look at 1560, 5:7 is the ratio. 5:7 is the ratio means sum of the ratios is 12. 1560 divide with 12. 1560 divide with 12, it goes exactly 13 times. Of course, 0 is common here. So 1 part is equal to 13, 5 parts is equal to 650, 7 parts is equal to yes. Am I clear? So what is the 3G SIM cards? 5 times of 130, 4G SIM cards, 7 times of 130. Similarly, you can find the 3G and 4G SIM cards in the other stores respectively by using the data given here, total number of cards sold and ratio of the 3G and 4G. And in the 4G, how many are deactivated? The percentage of the deactivated is given. For example, here 7 times of 130. In that 30% are deactivated. 30% are deactivated. 30% means 30 by 100. Zeros and 0 cancel. Then 3 into 13 into 7 is the number of deactivated. Okay. Am I clear? So based on this information, now let's look at the questions related to this diagram. Okay. Now look at the first example on your screen. This is a question number 6 related to this one. Now, the number of 3G SIM cards sold by P is approximately what percentage of the number of 3G SIM cards sold by Q? So what is the question here? 3G SIM cards sold by P. Total number of SIM cards is 1560. Now in that 3G we need to find out. 3G SIM cards. 3G SIM cards means 5 parts. 7 plus 5, that is a 12. When you divide with the 12, it goes exactly how many times? 13 times. 13 times. 13 into 5. 13 into 5 is equal to 65. So the result is 650. Now the number of 3G SIM cards sold by P, that is 650, is approximately what percentage of the number of 3G SIM cards sold by Q? Now Q we need to find out. Q, what is the total number? 1 plus 3, that is a 4. 192 means here it goes how many times? 4 times, 16 and 8 times and 0. So what is the result here? The result is now 3 times of the value. 3 times of 480. 3 times of 400, it is a 1200. 3 times of 80, 240. For 1200 plus 240, the result is 1440. Percentage to be fine. So multiply with 100. Yes, my dear students, simplify. 0 to 0 we can cancel. Now what is the result here? If you observe, approximately we need to find out. Approximately to be find means 16. 4 times 16. Here 9 times. 1 by 9 is equal to 11.11. 4 by 9 means 4 times of 11. That is 44.44. The answer close to 44.44. The answer close to 44.44. The result is option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Choice 3. Okay. Now look at the next example on your screen. The number of deactivated 4G SIM cards. The number of deactivated 4G SIM cards sold by P and T is approximately what percentage less or more than the number of deactivated 4G SIM cards sold by Q. So we need to find out percentage here. Once again, percentage. Just observe. Approximately. 4G SIM cards deactivated by P and T. 4G SIM cards means here one part. Already in the last example, we got one part value. One part is equal to how much? 130. So 5 plus 7 is equal to how much here? 12. 1560 by 12. That is 130. 13 into 12 is equal to 156. So 130. So 4G SIM cards means 7 into 130. 7 into 130. So what is the result? 130 into 7. What is the 7 by 7 parts? Now what is the next here? Next year 30%. 30% are deactivated. 30% are deactivated means 30% means 30 by 100. So percentage and 0 we can cancel. Percentage and 0 we can cancel. Now simplify this. So 3 into 13, that is a 39. 39 into 7. 39 into 7 means it is a little bit difficult for you. Better you do 40 into 7. 40 into 7 means 280 minus 7. 273. So what is the value here? It is 273. 39 into 7 is equal to 273. Then what is the next part? T we need to find out. T, what is the value of T? 1344. That is the total number. 1344 is the total number. Here is asking to find out the 4G. 4G means sum of the ratios is 12. So just divide, sum of the ratios is 7. Just divide with 7. 7 it goes how many times? 7 one time, 9 times and 2 times. So 192. So 192 into 3 parts. 192 into 3 parts. That is 3 parts is equal to 4G. And what is the next here? The 12.25. The approximate values we are observing here. So 12.25 is close to 12.5. 12.5 means it is 1/8 value. 1/8 value is called as a 12.5. So just observe the 12.5. That is 1/8 of this. Now what is the cancellation? Cancellation here, 8 it goes exactly 2 times and 4 times. 2 times of 8 16 and 4 times of 8 is 32. The result is 24 into 3, the value is 72. Now sum of these two numbers is equal to 345. P and T, this is the P value and T value. Sum of P and T is equal to 345. Now he is asking with respect to Q, with respect to 4G deactivated cards here, okay, SIM cards. So what is the value of Q? Q is equal to 1920. Sum of the ratios is 1 plus 3, that is a 4. 1 plus 3, that is a 4. So what is the cancellation? 4, it goes to 4 times and 8 times and 0. 4 times of 400, that is 1600 plus 320. 80 into 4, 320. So 1920. So one part is equal to 480. So one part is equal to 480 means in that deactivated 4G is equal to 40%. In 480, 40%. So what is the value of 40%? 40% means percentage and 0 get cancelled. So 4 times of 48. 4 times of 40, 160 plus 32, 192. So here it is a 192. So P and T together is 345 and Q is equal to 192. What is asking here? So what to find here? More, less or more than the number of. Is it more or less than? So just observe. Is it more or less? 345 and 192. What is the observation? 345 is more here. So more percentage to be find means difference by smaller value into 100. Percentage more means difference by smaller value into 100. Smaller value is 192. Difference means here it is 8 less than 200. It is 145 more than 200. 145 plus 8, that is 153. 153 into 100. Yes, my dear student, just simplify this. Just simplify, you will get answer. So what is the discussion here? Now 3 we can cancel here. How many times? 50 one time. 3 how many times? 6 times and 4 times. Okay. Now the result is 51/64. Approximately is asking to find out. So approximate value means 51 and 64. These are the multiples of 16. 16 exactly 4 times here. 16 approximately 3 times. But it is more than 3 times. So answer is more than 75%, but close to 75%. More than 75%, but close to 75%. So right choice, that is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Okay. So what is the question here? The number of deactivated 4G SIM cards sold by P and T, approximately what percentage more or less than that of Q. Okay. Now, let's look at the next question on your screen. Right, question number 8. What is the difference between the number of SIM cards of R which are not deactivated in 4G and the average number of SIM cards of Q and T which are deactivated in 4G? So what to find here? R. So first find out the difference we need to find out. Difference we need to find out on R and the average of Q and T. Now, are SIM cards, 4G SIM cards of R which are not deactivated. Dear students, not deactivated. Here deactivated is given. This is the information on R. R, what is the number? 3430. Total here 2 plus 5, that is a 7. Sum of the ratios is 7. 7 it goes how many times? 7 cube is a 343. 7 it goes 7 square times. So the result is 490. 7 it goes how many times? 490 times. 490. 490 into 5. 490 into 5 is the number of 4G SIM cards sold by the mobile store R. In that, not deactivated. Deactivated is how many? 20%. 20% deactivated means remaining 80% are not deactivated. 100 minus 20. Now 80%. What do you mean by 80%? 80% means it is a 4 by 5. 80 by 100. Now the cancellation, 0, 5 to 5 you can cancel. Now 4 times of this value. Simplify this. 4 times of 400, that is 1600. 4 times of 90, 360. 1600 plus 360, the result is 1960. Let me write here. 1960. 1960 is the product of 4 times of 490. Yes, my dear students. Now look at the next point. And the average number of the SIM cards of Q and T which are deactivated in 4G. So Q and T. Q value is equal to how much here? Q is equal to 1920 by 4. 1920 by 4. 4 it goes how many times? 4 times 16 and 8 times 0. So 480. So what is that? Deactivated. Deactivated means 480 into 40%. So 480 into 40%. What is the 40% of 480? Percentage and 0 get cancelled. So 2 zeros and percentage. Now 4 times of 40, 160 plus 32, that is 192. That is 192. Okay. The next one, and T value, the value of T, just observe the value of T. 1344, the ratio is 4:3. So sum of the ratio is 7. 7 it goes how many times? 1 time, 9 time and 2 times. 192 times. So 192 into 3 into 1 by 8. So how many are deactivated? 12.25, which is close to 12.5. The 12.5% is equal to 1 by 8. Now simplify this. What is the cancellation? It was exactly 24 times. Exactly 24 times. So what is the value? 3 into 24. The result is 72. So 72 is the so sum 72 means what is the sum of these values? Sum of these values is equal to, now here it is a 4 and 6 and 2. So 264. And he is saying that average number. Average means sum by number. Sum is equal to 264 by 2. Sum is equal to 264 by 2. The result is 132. He is asking to find out the difference. So difference to be found. Difference means 1960 minus 132. Minus 132. Simplify this. Now 60 minus 32. The result is here 48 and 19 minus 1. It is a 18. So 1848. So right choice. Sorry, it is 60. So 1828. So 1828. The right choice is option number 1. So 60 minus 32, that is 28. 28 and 19 minus 1, that is 18. So 1828. That is the right answer. So option number 1. First choice is the right choice. Okay. Now look at the next example. Question number 9. How many 3G SIM cards were sold by all the stores together? So what is the total number of SIM cards sold by all the stores? So here, so sum of these two is equal to 12. So 12, it goes how many times? 13 times. 13 times means 130. 130 into 5. 130 into 5, the result is 650. 5 times of 130. Now what about the 3 plus 1? 4. 4 it goes how many times? 4 here it goes exactly 480 times. So 3G SIM cards to be fine. So 3 times of 480, it is 1440. 1440. Now sum of these two parts. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So 7, it goes how many times? 49 times. So 490. Now 490 into 2, that is 980. 980. Okay, next. So 3 plus 2, that is a 5. 5, it goes how many times? 5 here, it goes 5 threes and 5 times and 0. So 5 times of 350, that is 1750. So into 3. Into 3 means 1050. Similarly, now look at the next one. Dividing with 7. Sum of the ratios 3 plus 4, that is 7. 7 it goes here 192 times. 192 into 4. 4 times of 2, that is 8. And 4 times of 19, 76. Okay. My dear students, just add all these values. Just add all the values and simplify. Now by adding all these values, we get 8, 8, 8 and 4. So what is the result here? It is 4888. Right choice, option 2. Second choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next question. The ratio of the number of prepaid to the postpaid 3G SIM cards sold by T is 2:1. Prepaid to the postpaid, and the 4G SIM card sold by AS, that is 3:7. Prepaid to postpaid. Then what is the ratio of the number of 3G postpaid SIM cards sold by T and the number of 4G prepaid SIM cards sold by S? So T and S we need to find. So I am taking T here and other side S. So T, what to find T? 3G postpaid. So here 3G postpaid. 3G postpaid to be found. Now what is that question here? What is the ratio of the number of 3G postpaid SIM cards? Okay, the other side, what is the other side? Yes, 4G prepaid to be found. Here 4G prepaid. So prepaid SIM cards. So ratio to be observed. Okay. Now first of all, find out the number of prepaid and the postpaid of 3G in T and the T. 3G and ES 4G. So what is the total number of SIM cards sold here? It is a 1344. 1344. That is the total number of SIM cards sold. But here 3G is asking. 3G means, what is the 3G part here? 4 parts. 4 parts means 4 by sum of the ratios. 4 by sum of the ratios. In that, prepaid to postpaid. Now postpaid we need to observe. Prepaid to postpaid, the SIM cards of 3G is 2:1. 2:1 means 2 parts is equal to prepaid, 1 part is equal to postpaid. So here 1 by sum of the ratios. 1 by sum of the ratios. Okay. Other side, 4G. What is the 4G here? Just 4G, yes to be fine. S is equal to how much? 1750. S is equal to 1750. And what is the number of 4G? Yes, we need to find out 4G, that to prepaid. Yes value 4G means 2 parts. 2 parts out of total 5 parts. Now, if you observe the 4G SIM cards, prepaid to postpaid, so 4G SIM cards, prepaid to postpaid, that is 3:7. So, prepaid to be fine. So, here 3 parts. 3 parts by sum of the ratios. Sum of the ratios means it is a 10. 3 plus 7. Now, just simplify this. 0 to 0 we can cancel. Now, 5 it goes exactly 35 times. 5 exactly 35 times. Now, what is the further cancellation here? Now, 7 it goes how many times? 1 time, 9 times and 2 times. What about 3? 3 it goes 64 times. 3 64 times. What about 2? 2 we can cancel here 2 times. No further cancellation, just simplify this. 2 times of 64, that is 128. And 3 times of 35, it is 105. Yes, students, 128 is to 105. So, just observe the option and mark the right choice. So, what is the option here? The right choice is option number 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Okay. So, what is the option here? 128 is to 105. Okay. My dear students, please subscribe to our channel, that is a time for bank exams, for videos on bank, SSCCGLE, insurance, railways and other relevant examinations, related examinations. And one more point here, we are also available on social media, like here Telegram group, Telegram channel is given, and YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. The links are given in the description box. My dear students, please subscribe to our channel. For classroom coaching, better just you do contact to our nearest time center. And for online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/banksssc online. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day. All the best.